Hey, all you Notaries Public out there, are you looking for a way to seriously boost your income? Well, you're in the right place, because we're about to break down a fantastic opportunity that lets you do just that, becoming an Apostille Agent.
So let's just cut right to the chase. $200. What's that about? Well, that's what you could be making from a single client appointment. Yep, you heard that right, one client. Just think for a second how that compares to a typical notarization. We're talking about a whole new level of income here.
And you know what the best part is? You are not starting a new business from scratch, not at all. Think of this more like a powerful upgrade, a high-value service that plugs right into the notary business you already have. It's the natural next step, building on the skills and the trust you've already established.
Okay, so what is this thing called an apostille anyway? I know it sounds kind of formal, maybe a little intimidating, but trust me, the idea behind it is super simple. Let's break it down right now.
Okay, so here it is. An apostille is basically like an international passport, but for a document. It's this special certification that tells another country, hey, you can trust this document. This thing is legit. It's a real government-issued document from the US. That's it. It's all about authenticating a document so it can be used abroad.
All right, so that's the what. But here's the question that really matters for your business. Who on earth actually needs one of these? And you might be surprised to find out just how often this comes up in people's everyday lives.
I mean, just look at some of these reasons. You've got someone who wants to get married in a beautiful foreign country, or someone applying for dual citizenship, a family adopting a child from overseas, or even just businesses handling legal paperwork. These are huge, important life events, and they all have one thing in common. They need official documents verified with an apostille.
So, we've established that there's a real need for this. Now, let's talk about the good part. The money. How exactly do we get from these life events to that $200 figure we saw a minute ago? Well, it's all about how you structure your services. See, as an apostille agent, you're not just charging one little fee. No, you're providing a complete service package. You can charge a mailing and handling fee, which is usually somewhere between $50 and $70. Then, of course, you add your standard notary fee. And hey, if the client needs you to come to them, you can absolutely add a travel fee on top of all that.
So when you start stacking all those pieces together, the mailing fee, your notary fee, maybe a travel fee, you can see how you quickly get into that $75 to $200 range. And that's for a single appointment. You're not just getting paid to stamp a document, you're getting paid for your expertise and for making your client's life a whole lot easier.
Let's be really clear here. This isn't just some small side hustle. Offering apostille services is a serious, strategic move to build a stronger, more profitable, and more resilient business.
Right about now, you're probably thinking, okay, the money sounds amazing, but what do I actually have to do? Is it complicated? And the good news is, it's really not. The whole process is incredibly straightforward. It basically comes down to following a simple checklist.
In fact, here's the entire thing in just 3 easy steps. Step 1, you do what you already do best. You notarize the client's signature. Step 2, you help them out by filling in the official apostille request form. And Step 3, you take care of the mailing for them, sending everything off to the Secretary of State. That's it. Simple, right?
Okay, let's talk about the single biggest advantage this gives you. This is the real game changer. It's not just about the money you make per client, it's about changing the way clients see you and your business.
This quote right here says it all. You become a one-stop shop. That is your new superpower. Just imagine how relieved your client is going to be when they find out they don't have to go to you, then try to figure out some confusing government form, and then go wait in line at the post office? Nope, you handle the whole shebang. You are their easy button.
Seriously, think about the value you're providing. Dealing with international paperwork can be so stressful and confusing for people. But by managing the notarization, the forms, and the mailing, you save them time, you get rid of all that confusion, and you give them incredible peace of mind. And that convenience? That is something clients will happily pay for. So I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. How could adding this one high-value, in-demand service, a service that uses the skills you already have, how could becoming that one-stop shop apostille agent totally transform your business?